Hello everyone!
Hello there and welcome.
Welcome to the Dragon Saga End of the Month Q&A Livestream. I'm CM Dragonlark.
And I'm CM.
And we have Popcorn here with us as well.
Yeah, I'm here too. Good evening from Germany and good morning to the United States.
Let us know if you have any trouble hearing us or if there's any echoing problems.
Echoing, yes.
Because I know there might be a little bit of an echo because of the way we have it set up.
Yeah, I'm curious because it does look like Popcorn. You are coming in on our line, all the recording stuff, but we may be hearing you twice, so we'll find out.
Popcorn is echoing.
Okay, we can. I'll turn it down a little bit on here, on the TV, so we should still be able to hear you, Popcorn. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
All right, cool. So let us know if you can still hear Popcorn and if he's echoing a little bit. Sorry about that, Popcorn. It's just because we're at the way we're calling in. We want to make it so that we can both hear you and everyone else can hear you. So it might be a little bit trial and error here. All right. So I hope everyone's having a great day. Hey, Popcorn?
Yeah.
Okay. He wasn't saying anything before, so let us know if you can hear him.
Okay, and so we should be able to hear him a little bit here as well. So there'll be a tiny bit of echo, but Popcorn should hopefully be coming through, and if need be, we can adjust that right there.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to turn this down a little bit?
Oh, well,
just wait
now
and
they
see.
said he's perfect.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, trying to get people from the Dragon Saga team, because they're very busy and today is a maintenance day, we kind of want to pull one at a time, to be honest. That way, we're not taking too many people away. We don't want to, so that's why he's not here right now. All right. Yeah, we turned it up a little bit. All right. Well, we're going to get to the questions. We won't have panels for all of the questions, but we're going to try to get through them as many as possible. The first question, we do not have a panel for. We're going to go in the order they were asked, basically, too. So it's going to be like last time where we have, if someone asked a question, the first question is by Pre-Crush, the next questions will also be the questions he asked in that one post. So Pre-Crush asked, I get this guy, since you guys don't want to answer suggestions, basically give first impressions to an idea on these. Why is that? That's what people are interested in and want to hear the most, I feel. That's what I've seen other QAs do a lot. And I believe Popcorn wanted to answer that question.
Yeah, it is like this. We look into the suggestions section on the forums very frequently. The reason why we don't answer much in that section is to prevent giving out assumptions. For example, if we answer an idea we like, people might assume that it will get worked on immediately. But this is simply not possible. We have a giant queue of things that need to be done, and ideas would usually queued up behind. Or players could think that we disagree, and even if we actually disagree, it does not mean the idea is bad. We just don't want to give the community the wrong feeling. But we can ensure that none of your ideas are ignored, so don't hesitate to write down your suggestions.
All right. So, yeah, we're not, it's not like we don't want to, that the team doesn't want to answer your questions, and it's just that sometimes they aren't going to be worked on right away and they want to give the wrong impression. All right, so let's go to the next one, which I do have a panel for that one. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that up. All right. Are you sure the star fragment drops got implemented correctly? I've done a lot of runs myself already with nothing, and asking around, I haven't actually seen anyone say they would have got one from the thieves.
Yes, they are definitely dropping. I tested it just yesterday and they dropped, but we adjust the drop rate a little bit with today's maintenance.
All right, so that's something to look forward to.
Oh, very cool. Where do the star fragments usually come from?
Popcorn.
The star fragments. Wait a second, please.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
absolutely.
No problem.
I don't think I've actually gotten started. Fragments yet.
The star fragments are usually end reward from the Zodiac dungeons. But
Oh, cool.
the Zodiac dungeon has bonus rooms, and there is a monster called Space Thief, and now these monsters drop these star fragments very rarely.
Ooh.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, so
We haven't
that's
gotten to
something
this-
that we're not going to, you and
We
I won't
haven't
get to for a
reached that
while.
objective yet in game, but yes.
Very
Alright.
cool, though. Good to hear that that's getting a buff, you know, so that when we're eventually able to get there. Yeah.
Pre-crush. It's gotta just wait until after taste maintenance. I'm sure everything will be fine. All right, let's move on to the next question. Also by Pre-crush. Let's see. That's actually not the one. Okay. I don't think I have the next one written down. So we're going to go ahead and... Sorry, that was a question, but we have one that comes first. So we're going to answer that one first. Do all production socket boxes share drop rates associated with all of the different star cards? Does a 10-star card from a level 2 defense box have the same drop rate as a 10-star from a level 8 recovery box?
Yes, in the current pre-Arcadia state of the game, which means at the moment the drop rates are shared. They all have the same drop rates. The 10-star card for level 2 has the same drop rate as a 10-star card for level 8.
Okay. All right, and let's move on to the one that I already showed you guys. And that is also by Pre-crush. So there's going to be an element rework. Any hints on how it's going to go down? Are you mentally prepared for the fact that people will probably be angry no matter what you do?
We are currently working on it. When it gets more fleshed out, we will share as much information as possible with the community. At the moment, there's not much I can say about it.
Yeah. And yeah, I think we're all... Oh, whoops, that didn't turn it down a little bit. There we go. All right. And I believe this is the last question by Pre-crush. Will there be any skill changes in Arcadia?
There are no skill changes planned yet. We will have a closer look on the skills after Arcadia went live. We can only do one step after another because we don't want to mess up things.
All right. And the next person we have questions from is Cool Sam. Let's see. Oh yeah, that is right. All right. So from Cool Sam, how goes progress in decoding this jumbled mess of a code?
We are making a good progress in understanding the code. We learned a lot so far, but however, we still have a lot to learn. Dealing with code someone else created is always hard, especially with zero documentation. Clearly visible in the code is that the code isn't created by only one team. The different coding styles are very obvious entirely, and this fact makes the understanding even harder.
Oh.
Yeah. I have trouble when I take like those code classes and they give you like the step-by-step thing. I can't imagine looking at a code created by a bunch of different people where everything has kind of different...
Yeah, we've had to deal with that in RO as well, although, you know, certainly we're not able to do a ton of development work, but yeah, we can definitely tell when it's different developers working on the same game.
Yeah. All right. Let's go with the next question by Cool Sam. Is Warp Portal capable of doing various beta servers and making private betas for Arcadia content?
While Warp Portal has test servers, these servers have not the capacity to hold the amount of players live betas would require. Because of this, we are currently not planning public betas.
All right. Let's see. Next question is also by Cool Sam. Let's see if I yes. Will there ever be a stop gaining EXP feature for players planning on making a perm-capped character?
We already talked about this in the team, but so far we are still unsure if this is a good idea or not. We will decide this after all planned changes have been implemented.
All right.
That makes sense. So at least then the team will be able to decide.
Yeah. Yeah, Pre-Crush, it wouldn't be fair if we just let you have access. I'm sorry. Let's see. And then I believe this is the last question we have for Cool Sam. Will there be sneak peeks? I like the sneaky sneak peeks.
Of course. My personal suggestion is to watch the Dragon Talk live streams with Altaris.
Yeah, this month we did not have a Dragon Talk live stream, but next month we are going to have one. And in case anyone missed it or doesn't know what that is, the Dragon Talk live streams are where Altaris is here and he shows sneak peeks to what the Dragon Saga team is working on, and basically like it's basically a sneak peek show, almost like the producer talk sort of thing. So definitely tune in. There's a lot of cool stuff going on there. And the next group of questions is by FlighterDuff78.
All right.
And let's see, first one. Regarding the Arcadia update, we know so far we are getting a new city, new weapons, and an element system rework. Some of us are assuming we are going to get some sort of buyback thing too. At least that is what some others and me got from the hint of you, Poppy, in one topic. Will this be all that is planned, or is there more?
There will be a lot more. As I already said before, it would be a good idea to follow the Dragon Talk live streams.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on those. And we'll be posting everywhere once that we have the exact date.
Newsletters and websites
Yeah.
and all that kind of fun stuff.
And we try to post, like we have images, I kind of try to post those on Facebook and Twitter and stuff afterwards too, so people can...
There's some things that I've seen over some shoulders that look pretty cool.
Yeah, there's some awesome stuff. All right, next question by FlighterDuft. The city, will this actually be a real city and not like that fake city Geffen we got, like a fence with a picture of a city in the background?
It will be a real city. A city where you can walk around with NPCs, shops, puff towers, and quests.
Very cool.
Are there pictures of Arcadia?
No, not yet. We haven't
teased it
had
out.
any sneak peeks of that yet.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It will be Sky Garden.
All right. And next question, also by FlighterDuft. Besides the work on Arcadia, are you guys going on with regular maintenance fixes? There are many people in the game that are afraid that you guys basically will abandon the current game because of working on Arcadia. This is why I asked this question.
We are still doing fixes while we are working on the Arcadia stuff. This won't change. For sure, it could happen that there aren't fixes every week, because besides Arcadia, we are also working on events, for example. But there's no reason to be afraid if there's a week without a fix or with a short maintenance. The work on every aspect of the game will go on.
Yeah, we
Very
did.
cool.
We did have some concerned Dragon Saga citizens who were worried they weren't going to get their weekly Dragon Saga update fix. So it's good we got that cleared up. All right, next question by FlighterDuft. Will Arcadia be integrated into the story of the current game, or will it be a complete new part with its own story?
The Arcadia story will be definitely based on the original story, but the story itself is new.
Oh, very cool. That's going to be exciting. I know Odo will be excited for all the new storylines.
Yeah, all these voices that I can do.
Yeah, that's something I look forward to, guys. We got to get you caught up real fast so that you can immediately go over there and make weird voices for the NPCs. I mean, awesome voices. That's what I meant.
Yeah, that's what you honestly meant to say. I see.
All right. Let's see. All right. Next question. I understand that you guys still have problems with creating new monsters and such. Completely understandable with all the mess you got and have to work your way through. However, it seems giving things a new look, the new weapons, seem to be something you guys are able to do by now. So, is there a chance of some new monsters to fight with a different look to them?
Yes, our artists are definitely able to create a new look for the existing monsters.
Please don't use inappropriate language in the chat. Just as a head up. So sorry I did scrap from the question. Just we'll have to give you guys like times out and remove you from there. So thanks. Yeah, so that's something to look forward to. Is I'm really excited to see the new looks that may appear. I know the monsters are one of my favorite parts of Dragon Saga, so that'll be exciting.
Yeah, Dragon Saga's monsters just have a tremendous amount of character.
Pre-Crush suggests that Popcorn should do all the voiceovers. So, all right. And the next question is our last question by Flighterduft. See? I don't want to sound mean now, and I honestly know it wasn't your fault, but all we got updates so far are new dungeons on top of old bugs. Many players in game are afraid Arcadia goes the same way, so I want to ask you the following questions to give all the afraid ones some kind of relief. Arcadia is not going to be like this, right? Not going to continue to the bad path of the past.
We don't want to build our new content on all the old bugs the game has. We already have fixed a lot of bugs in the old content, and we will continue to do this, as I mentioned before. However, when developing, there's always the risk of having a bug. It does not matter how often we test things, there might be always a very specific situation, a bug or could occur, which we missed. But no, we don't want to build our content on the top of known bugs. Also, Arcadia will not only be about new dungeons. There will be a lot more.
Yeah, I'm always amazed at the number of like really big bugs that you guys have been able to fix on Dragon Saga just like in a really short amount of time. And yeah, especially with no documentation to go off of, it's a heck of an accomplishment.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Oh. So our next group of questions is by Starks Pata 1. Let's see if Since we will most likely not see Metro City anytime soon, could you guys make the portable dimension stabilizer backpack available in-game somehow? Also, if the first part of my question answer is a yes, could you remove all restrictions on the backpack?
I'm not aware of this item, to be honest, but surely we can look into this.
Cool. It sounds like a cool item. I'd like the name.
Could be a cool item, just never got
Yeah.
put in, or an extremely short time event or something.
Yeah. All right, next question is by Starks Pata. Would it be possible for us to equip a stat medal and an element medal at the same time in the future? Kind of how like all gear has a stat socket and an element socket would be cool if we can mimic that with our medals.
We have no plans for that so far, and I don't think this can happen with the upcoming Arcadia update. But there's no reason for not having more improvements when this part of Arcadia went live.
All right. Cool. Okay, and now then that was the last question by Starks Pata. Now we have Zerothus. Is there a possibility for you to fix a small bug with the zillionaire medal that keeps showing events if you have it all read?
We are aware of this bug, and we look into it when there is some free time.
All right.
I wouldn't mind being a zillionaire.
All right, and the next question is also by Zerothus. Now that this speed thing is fixed more or less, is there a possibility to make weapon durability go down at a lower speed for basic attack? Because weapons tend to break very fast. Basically for Invoker and Summoner or any class who uses basic attack as primary DPS.
At the time being, we see no need to change the current system. I'm playing Invokers myself, and I personally think it's just fair that the X-spamming classes have to repair more frequently.
Okay. All right. Let's check the chat. All right.
Oh. Well, Manus Mike says, Oda, you only need 1,000 gold for that title. I'll gladly loan you the gold for that.
1,000 gold seems like a lot of gold when you're
Yeah.
I think.
We have like 30 gold right now.
I probably have less. I
Maybe
keep
like
spending
3
it on
gold.
things.
Maybe that's what we have.
Yeah, I'm not very good with my getting gold.
Folks, you don't have to buy anything for us.
Yeah, I don't.
We
We
really
don't.
appreciate it, but we can request stuff to show off. It's like,
Yeah.
but we do appreciate you folks supporting the game.
Of course. All right. Next question by Zerothis. I know I love talking about guild stuff in there, but this one is different. In Arcadia, will there be a Guild Vault expansion item? It has been a long time since I want to have this item in the game, so please don't skip this question. I want a yes or no answer.
Okay, then we don't skip this question. The Guild Vault expansion, the current state is a bit too pay to win. So yes, we are thinking about an item for it, but it needs some adjustments beforehand.
All right.
Very nice.
Cool. All right, and I believe this is the last question from Zerothis. Will the card insurance scroll will the next card insurance scroll be the next item to be sellable at the market and mail?
We are constantly looking at the market and the frauds. So far, everything is looking good. And if this continues, you surely will see more items made available for selling in open market and COD mailing. But I can't promise yet that the card insurances will be the next.
All right. Very cool. And I don't have any more. We have a couple more questions. There's not going to be any cards for them, though. My apologies. Some of the later questions, especially, there weren't cards made. So, so this is by Elijah's. Since there will be an element rework in-game, is there a new damage defense calculation?
The short answer is yes. What I can already reveal is that attack and defense will be 1-to-1 in the future. This is only one of many details regarding the element system changes. At the time being, this is all I can tell you.
Very cool. All right, and the last question we have here. I read that the elements will have a lesser impact to PvP. Why not remove elements?
We don't want to remove the elements in PvP because many players had a lot of effort and spent a lot of gold and time to build their element gear for PvP. Simply removing the elements from PvP would make these players very angry, and this would be understandable. But it is right, elements shouldn't be the most important part which determines the outcome of a PvP match like it's now. So we definitely will adjust the elements to have a lesser impact to PvP.
All right, and the element, like, that's one of the topics we've seen a lot on the forums. There's a lot of, I guess, controversy about them amongst players. There's a lot of difference of opinion.
PvP is real difficult because
That's like in any game probably too. Like,
yeah.
So that kind of thing always has to be handled with care, and any changes implemented with much testing and caution. So I think that's what the Dragon Saga team has been doing with regards to elemental system. All right, and we got through all of the questions pretty fast. Yeah, this will be up on
YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the word. Sorry, it's such a Wednesday. I don't know what that means, but
It'll be up on Google Video,
it'll be up on YouTube.
Napster.
Wow,
LimeWire.
Napster. Is that a thing anymore? No, right?
Somewhere. Somebody owns that name.
It'll be up on YouTube. I'll be posting this video on the forums, on Facebook. Yeah. Popcorn, do we have time to answer questions from chat?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions, please ask them. Now is your chance. Now is the time. Will the will the Sky Garden map ever be finished?
I can't tell anything about this yet. I again suggest to watch the Dragon Talk with Altaris.
All right. So nothing
That'll
can
be
be
the show
said.
for kind of like
Yeah.
revealing when something can be revealed or teased.
Will we get more events like the Pirate Hideout soon?
We are constantly working on events and new event ideas, and for the summer we have a good event idea in mind. Just be surprised.
Ooh.
Very cool. I'm excited. Will Dragonlark and Oda ever PvP each other in a stream?
I mean, I'm waiting for the fixes to the PvP system before.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
I just want to make
That's
sure
not
that
what it
everything
is.
is, perfectly balanced.
Now the next PvP balance kind of thing that happens, you will have no excuse. You will have to face me on the battlefield. Will the we can't really say about IM cells. We don't really give a.
Usually, like,
We'll
don't worry.
post about
You
it.
guys will, like, because if we give people, like, too advance of a notice about it, then, like, nobody's going to buy anything if they know a sale's coming up, so.
Yeah. Will the old music of the login screen ever come back?
I have no clue what the old music is. I always turn off my music, but I could have a look into the game if this old music is still there.
Cool.
Yeah, usually for those kind of things, if you guys have any links to, like, old videos or streams that have the track,
Yeah.
or, if you actually know the name of it, if you let us know, usually we can check into that. We have that on RO where a few some old songs or some old effects that monsters made, like sounds, went away, which is kind of weird. So some of them we have to find.
All right.
If you have the link, send it to Dragonlark on the forums. It's a little bit easier to keep track of.
Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely check that out after the live stream and everything too. Just. Oh man, Spike is now challenged.
Oh, boy.
Oda. Oh no, Chimmy. He was to Chimmy just for that. Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to bet Oda's not going to jump into the PvP ring with anyone, myself included. And I'm not even good at PvP, so I'm just saying. You'd probably beat me. I mean, I'm just saying. You should try on a live stream.
I'm a firm believer in Dragon Saga's player versus environment gameplay.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
I just want to spotlight it because I think it's a real highlight of the experience.
Will there be some new things for non-PvP players, like a new pet?
That might be a wait for the Dragon Talk.
Yeah, that's again one of those like preview things that. But again, any suggestions you guys have for anything in game, you can post on the forums as well, and we can check that out. Will there be a buyback option? Again, that's maybe something that we will definitely talk about in the future. I know it's something that the team has looked into, but we can't really say anything more than that. Now people are just challenging each other PvP in the. Will the equipment durability loss be removed from Battle Square?
So they have a YouTube link to the old login music.
As for the Battle Square question, no. The reason for that is that many players are kept with PvP characters, and then they never had any gold to spend for repairing. So no, we don't remove this from BSQ.
Okay. We already did answer the question about skills. There aren't any plans at this time for new skills with the Arcadia update. Play the music on the stream. All right, we'll check this out and see.
I saw a question by Precrush. Will the market be improved someday? New search options, met prices and such. The problem with the market is the market points, certificates you can use to push your own market up to the first place in the search. We need first to think about possibilities to improve this search without taking away this advantage of players who spend real money for this.
That's fair.
Oh.
And again, any kind of like future questions, those will be gone. Anything new that we have planned, like big new plans, will be posted on our producer talk.
And those are generally...
It's usually the first Tuesday of the month. But I'll be posting. Check out, like, keep your eye on Facebook, and even it'll be on the official Dragon Saga page when we are planning on doing that. At least a couple days ahead of time when possible, so that we can say, so you guys can be ready to be there, because louder. You guys want the music a little louder? Well, I didn't want to like override popcorn. Yes, so this is very pleasant music.
So this is the Dragonica title screen, and even then it may have been just the first version of that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's again pleasant sounding. I love this picture.
Yeah. It's a very cute era.
We don't have an actual date for Arcadia. Again, that's we'll get to the end of this, I guess. And again, we can't really answer like exact percentages for like, again, that's like a dragon talk thing we kind of can go through. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that video with us. And again, thank you for all of your questions. We will be posting this on YouTube. And thank you for joining us, Popcorn.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a nice day, everyone.
All right. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. And we'll see you.
Thank you for watching. And yeah, if we didn't get around to your question that you're asking in chat, we'll have another thread up for the
at
next
the end
one.
of every month. And
Yeah.
you can always ask your questions on the forums, and we'll answer them there too.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye.
Take care, folks.